And as we draw closer to March Madness, the bracketology updates are becoming more frequent. Welcome back to another video, everyone. Here we are with our latest ESPN Bracketology update as of this morning. I mentioned a few weeks ago that these would start becoming more frequent, and here we go. 10 days away from Selection Sunday. Oh boy, it's getting more interesting by the minute. So, let's look at the on-the-bubble teams first. Last four byes are now Louisville. Rutgers slipping back. Danger of missing the tournament still potentially. Georgia Tech, VCU. Drake versus Michigan State. Drake's been, oh, Jesus. Xavier versus Boise State. Then the first four out, we have Seton Hall, St. Louis, Utah State, Duke, and then Syracuse. There we go. Moving on up a little bit there. SMU, Memphis, Ole Miss kind of trying to creep back up. This is going to be very interesting. Like I said, the next 10 days are going to be heated. Let me tell you something. I'm really looking forward to the next 10 days, and then the real madness begins, folks. All right, I'm going to make this quicker. Oh, gosh, okay. Region 1, not a whole lot of movement. We do have Southern Utah back on this list. Region 2, some teams shifting around, but no real seeding movement with those specific teams. Maryland down to a 9. Tennessee and North Carolina down to 7 and 10, respectively. Region 3 and 4, a little bit of movement. Sam Houston State returns to the list. UConn up to a 9. Kansas down to a 4. It's a little interesting. I'm not sure. Probably because of the Forest State win over Boston College, I'm assuming. I'm not sure. But Rutgers down to a 10. Virginia Tech up to a 6. And Missouri's up to an 8. Let's get through it, shall we? I'll mention some things that have happened recently that I can remember off the top of my head. Gonzaga over the playing game there. Gonzaga's like 24-0. They're going to be probably undefeated. They're going to only play like 2 games in the conference. Their respective conference tournaments since they're the top seed. 2 at least to what I saw. Ooh, this is an interesting game. Loyola, Maryland. Loyola's been in some closer games lately. Maryland. I'll take Loyola. That's a toss-up. That's a very good game right there. I love that matchup. Colorado versus the winner of Xavier or Boise State. Xavier, I think, will beat Boise State, and then I think they will upset Colorado. You guys know I think Colorado's slightly overrated this year. I know they picked up a big win over USC, but still doesn't convince me, I feel like. I don't know. I mean, they got some decent playmakers on that team. I'm just not sold on Colorado. I really am not. Xavier got a decent defense. I mean, they can definitely pull some strings. Texas, I think, will beat Santa Barbara, although, like I said, that's a potential upset. But Texas, I think, is going to get in the mindset of, we cannot lose again in the first round. They've done it the last, like, 3 or 4 times in the moments they've been in the tournament. Wisconsin, I got Georgia Tech. I'm sitting Wisconsin. Wisconsin has not looked good. They have been downhill. Literally, they don't have that drive. It seems like they don't have that. They don't have that motor guy kind of like. They're all more like just on more of an even level of talent. I mean, yeah, Trice can pull some stuff, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's just really hard to gauge this team. West Virginia, of course, lost a tough one to Baylor. They are battle tested out of the Big 12. I think they'll be ready. I'll be interested to see what they do come Big 12 time. Tennessee, North Carolina. I don't know who to pick here. This is a toss-up. I'm going to go North Carolina. Tennessee hasn't defended well lately. Houston over Grand Canyon. Gonzaga versus Loyola. Loyola could push Gonzaga a little bit defensively, but I think Gonzaga gets over them. Xavier. Oh, I'm going to get risky. I'm going to take Xavier. It's upset Texas. Texas has to find their groove. They have not lately. That's bad. That's a bad sign. Georgia Tech, West Virginia. I'm going to go West Virginia, and then I'm going to go Houston over North Carolina. All right, we got Gonzaga versus Xavier. 1 versus the 12. Gonzaga's going to end their run. West Virginia, I feel like they have more playmakers than Houston. Houston's got talent. I mean, we saw it. Fabian White, Marcus Sesser, Quentin Grimes, they're just a machine of their own. But West Virginia's also a machine of their own. This is like, I don't know who to pick here. This is a very, enticing matchup. I just think West Virginia and how much they have fought this year, I think they can get over that hump. And I picked West Virginia over Gonzaga one of the last times I had Gonzaga facing West Virginia. I can't remember. It was just recently, one of the more recent videos. But like I said, they've faced each other before already. So West Virginia's familiar with Gonzaga. Gonzaga, remember, they got to a slow start in the game, and some ref helped at the end of there, kind of aided Gonzaga a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, can't dismiss that. Some people were not happy about that. I think West Virginia this time upsets Gonzaga. I know I've been taking Gonzaga to the national. I've been having them win the national championship, but it's like you just never know what's going to happen. So people have been telling me, I don't know if West Virginia's a Final Four team. I get where you're coming from. I think part of that also lies with their history in the last few years, especially when they got upset by Stephen F. Austin 5 years ago. Yeah, I'm sorry to bring that up, West Virginia fans. I really am. I know you guys were pressed Virginia that year. Illinois. And by the way, Bob Huggins is a future Hall of Famer. Let's just add that in there too. Bob Huggins is a great coach. Illinois over the playing game. I got Connecticut over Florida. Florida just lost a tough one to Missouri, though. Missouri's kind of gotten back into their stride, it seems like a little bit. I like Connecticut with Book Knight. They are definitely a dangerous team. Connecticut historically is good in the tournament, very good. And I got another upset here. Wichita State over Creighton. Creighton lost last night to Villanova. Got some news regarding Villanova if you don't know yet. I have 2 pieces of information for you on them when we get to them. Kansas over Liberty. Kansas has played better. Liberty on a 9-game win streak. Liberty could be a problem, but Kansas has been playing so much better lately. Gotta give them credit. USC's picked it up lately. They just slaughtered Stanford. Michigan State I think will beat Drake. And got a quick interruption. Give me one. All right, apologize for the quick interruption. I think Michigan State will beat Drake. I think they won't quite beat USC, though. I can see the upset. USC, we'll see. The Mobley brothers, like I said, do cause trouble. Florida State over Navy. BYU, I think, I don't know what to pick here. Rutgers, BYU, I just haven't trusted BYU. I don't know. I guess I'm forced to pick Rutgers there. I don't really want to, but whatever, I guess. Alabama over Cleveland State. I'm going to take Illinois over Connecticut. I think Kansas can beat Wichita State. This is also a possible upset. Florida State needs to shoot better with the free throws. That was a problem for them early, especially earlier in the season. It seems like it's coming back on them a little bit. And they had 17 turnovers last night against Boston College. USC can play defense. That's scary. But I'm going to take Florida State. I can see the upset. USC can get crafty. They can get scrappy. We'll put it that way. Alabama worries me too because they've played not so well lately. They almost lost to Mississippi State. Illinois versus Kansas. I could see Kansas beating Illinois, but like I said, there's something about Illinois this year. What is it? Like, there is just something about this team. It's almost like it feels like they're meant to go far. I have no idea. It's like the same thing I get with West Virginia. I got Florida State upsetting Alabama, and then I would love to see this Elite Eight game or just this matchup overall in the tournament. I'll go Illinois to the Final Four, which would set up a quite a Final Four game. Baylor, or should I say Region 2 now, Baylor versus James Madison. We're going to go Baylor. And Oregon versus LSU. And I'm gonna double check real fast. I want to make sure I got this right because the last video I accidentally had just wanted to double check something real fast. Yep, okay. I think LSU will beat Oregon. That's a toss-up, honestly. Geez, I don't know who to go with there. I'll go LSU. And then Oklahoma, Western Kentucky. Oklahoma's been skidding lately, and Western Kentucky does have Charles Bassey. I'll go Oklahoma. I just think they can pull it off, but that's a 50-50 game, honestly. Purdue's playing well lately. They've been kicking it up lately. Texas Tech, Colorado State. Like I said, I just am not buying Colorado State as an 11-seed upset potential. I'm going with Texas Tech. Villanova, South Dakota State. I'm going to go with Villanova. And then Clemson versus St. Bonaventure. I'm going to go with Clemson. Although they lost to Syracuse. That was not a good loss for them. Ohio State over Siena. We got Baylor versus LSU. I got, oh gosh, can I pick them? Baylor. And then I'm going to go Purdue. This Sweet 16, they've played pretty well lately, like I said. And then Villanova, yes. Villanova, if you haven't heard by now, two things. One, they're the Big East regular season champs. But also, Collin Gillespie is hurt, not good, doesn't sound good. It's a knee injury. I believe he's undergoing MRI and MRI today. Prayers up for him. That's tough to see. I know I've been kind of hard on Villanova, but man, that's really tough to see that. That's a huge loss for Villanova. We'll see what happens with them. But I'm going with the upset here. The Texas Tech defense really sold to me, but their offense, not so much. I don't know. Their offense can click. If their offense clicks, Texas Tech is dangerous. Ohio State over Clemson. Baylor versus Purdue could be interesting. I think Baylor could have trouble against Purdue, but I'll go Baylor. And then I got a 6-2 upset. Texas Tech's defense is really going to be the difference maker in that game, I think, against Ohio State. Yeah, Baylor faces Texas Tech. They face each other one more time on Sunday. Dare me say that might be Texas Tech's biggest regular season game. I mean, they lost by 8 the last time they played, so we'll see what happens here. But I gotta go Baylor. Baylor is just, they got back to their roots. Back on Tuesday night, they really played well. All right, Michigan, Sam Houston State. Got Michigan. I got Missouri over UCLA. I'm gonna speed this up. Virginia, I don't think will get upset by Toledo. I forgot to fix that. It's okay. Belt, whatever. I got Oklahoma State beating Belmont. Belmont can still make an upset. I really can't count on Belmont. I know they've been losing a little bit lately, but they are still dangerous nonetheless. And I'm going to go, this is my 11-6 upset. I got VCU upsetting Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech's been kind of down there lately. I'm just not completely sold right now on them. Arkansas over UNCG. San Diego State clinched the Mountain West regular season title. San Diego State, wow, what a season they've had. That's all I got to say, honestly. Iowa will beat UMBC. Michigan could get pushed by Missouri. I know Missouri can play well when they're, fully in game mode. Oklahoma State, I think, could beat Virginia. VCU, Arkansas could be intriguing. I got Arkansas winning that. Iowa, San Diego State could be potential upset. This is really always that 7 seed that makes a run. Always does. But I gotta go Iowa. That's a tricky one. But San Diego State could beat Iowa. I think they like that matchup, honestly. For sure. Oklahoma State, Michigan, what a heck of a game this would be. I would love to see this game. Personally, I would love to, but I think Michigan would actually beat them, honestly. Arkansas, Iowa. Arkansas is playing really well right now. I mean, Iowa, I feel like sometimes Iowa gets limited. Like I said, their guard plays sometimes. I mean, I know they're an assist machine. We get it. A lot of it's due to the fact of giving the ball to Garza. But Arkansas, I think Arkansas can do it. I mean, Iowa, I've been kind of bouncing back and forth with Iowa this year. It's been kind of like, oh, I think they go this far, and it's been, oh my gosh, it's been ridiculous. Michigan, Arkansas. I don't want to do 3 1-seeds to the Final Four. It's kind of ridiculous. It doesn't really happen all that often anyway. I think last time it happened was 2015. I'll go Michigan over Arkansas. I mean, Arkansas can absolutely beat Michigan. I mean, no question. West Virginia, Illinois. Oh, man. I'll take Illinois. I know. People are going to be like, well, gee. I love the comments I get in my videos. You guys are seriously the best, though. Some of you guys be like, wait a minute. Well, hold up now. No, seriously though, you guys have really been awesome in the comments. I really appreciate your guys' opinions and stuff. Um, you guys are the best. Seriously, been making these videos even more fun lately. And I think Michigan can beat Baylor. And you know what? I'm going to pick. Right now, I'm going to take Illinois to win the national championship. It's a coin flip. But yeah, hope you guys take care. Hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you guys again soon. Next video will be the WCC Conference Tournament Predictions video. So see you then.